We are hearing from police on rescuing 2 children from a standoff in the Northwoods. News 9's Nick Robinson and live in Antigo right now with what they did and then actually how they train for situations like this.
Melissa, just down the road from me, officers tell me they had to deal with a man threatening to shoot them while trying to come up with a plan to get the 2 kids out. But the Antigo police chief told me that his officers are well trained on hostage situations. Officers responded to a domestic dispute on Pierce Avenue when they say things then took a turn for the worse. A 41-year-old suspect barricading himself and the kids inside.
Well, there were negotiations that went on throughout the night with him, trying to get him to release the children. Members of the tactical teams did start making an entry and went in and rescued the children. And the subject further barricaded himself.
And when it comes to negotiations like this, Antigo Police Chief Dan Dooley says it was a team effort between them and the Langlade County Sheriff's Office.
We have a joint crisis negotiations team, so there were officers from both departments there. One of our officers handled the primary negotiations.
But how do police train for a hostage situation? Dooley says they go through extensive training so they can make sure that both themselves and the hostages are safe.
Well, our officers start out with a week-long or a couple-day-long training for tactical operations. From there, they do monthly training within our own team.
He said that getting hostages out is always priority number 1 once the officers arrive.
Anybody that's in the home or where the incident's happening, if they don't want to be in that home, we certainly want to get them out and make sure that we have everybody safe.
And at the end of the day, the children were rescued unharmed and the suspect was arrested. Dooley credited the officers' training with getting the 2 children out safely.
Thank you, Nick. And when is that man expected to appear before a judge?
Melissa, the suspect, Roger Houghton, was in court this afternoon, and bond was set at $1 million. Live in Antigo, Nick Robinson, News 9 WAOW.